Welcome to Astra the Exo Marketing Podcast. I'm Jessica Kurz.
And I'm Zylu the Droid. Great to be here.
Today we're doing a deep dive into something really fascinating, the whole transformation of the space workforce.
That's right. It's not just astronauts and engineers anymore, is it? It's becoming this incredibly diverse field.
Exactly. We're going to look at, what these new rules are, how it changes the industry, and maybe what it means if you're thinking about getting involved. Okay, so let's talk about that image shift first. When you think space job, the picture is usually pretty specific. Test pilots, rocket scientists, right?
Mm-hmm. The sort of right stuff image.
Yeah. But the reality now seems much broader. We're talking graphic designers, lawyers, even like XR developers. How did that happen?
Well, it really reflects how space itself is changing. It's moving beyond just pure exploration and engineering. It's becoming an actual industry.
Right, with like brands and culture.
Industries need more than just engineers. They need people to shape the visual identity that's your graphic designers. They need legal minds for space law, which is incredibly complex. And those XR developers, they're building these vital virtual training environments for astronauts.
So it's less about just leaving Earth.
And more about building the whole infrastructure around space activity. It needs all sorts of talent connecting Earth to, something bigger.
Which ties into this idea of democratization, right? The commercial side opening things up.
Precisely. Commercial space has been a huge driver. It's not just NASA or ESA anymore. You have private companies racing ahead, and they need, frankly, a different kind of workforce to build sustainable businesses.
So people who maybe never thought space was for them now have a shot.
Designers from fashion, thinking about function and form for spacesuits or habitats, even chefs.
Chefs. Okay, now that's interesting. What are they doing beyond, freeze-dried meals?
Yeah, it's way beyond that. They're thinking about sustainable food systems for long missions, closed-loop agriculture, even the psychology of eating in isolation.
Wow.
And you also have policy researchers tackling the ethics of, say, asteroid mining or planetary protection. You need that collaboration across fields that maybe didn't talk much before.
It really broadens the whole picture.
Yeah.
And this workforce, it's not all clustered in Houston or Florida anymore, is it? It sounds much more spread out.
Oh, definitely. It's truly global now. Your launch team might be in Cape Canaveral, sure.
Right.
But the person designing the user interface for the mission control software, they could easily be in Nairobi or Sao Paulo.
Seriously?
Yeah. Or you might have psychologists studying astronaut mental health, collaborating between, say, Germany and Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Engineers in Tokyo building hardware for startup in California. It's all interconnected.
So digital tools are basically the glue holding this global team together in real time.
They're essential. Couldn't do it otherwise. And think about the work environments, too. It's not just Earth-based control rooms.
Right. You've got simulated Mars mission.
Mars analog habitats, yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's the ISS, actual near-Earth platforms. And eventually, lunar bases. People are designing and working for all these different contexts.
And the skills might transfer between them. Like designing a simulation helps design the real thing.
Exactly. That XR developer working on a lunar training sim, those design principles are directly relevant to the interfaces astronauts will actually use on the moon. Adaptability is key.
Okay, so the where is changing and the who is changing. What about the how? How do people get into these jobs now? Is it still just aerospace degrees or military background?
Not at all. That traditional path is still there, of course, but the entry points have multiplied like crazy. Well, think about AI researchers. They're building the brains for robots to explore asteroids, right? That's AI applied directly to space. Or educators creating new Earth-to-orbit learning programs. Even filmmakers and musicians are getting involved, documenting private space flights, creating art inspired by space.
And universities must be adapting too.
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing totally new interdisciplinary degrees popping up. Things like space architecture, planetary sustainability, astrobiology.
Wow.
Yeah, and dual programs too, like aerospace plus ethics or coding plus storytelling. Engineering and design thinking, it acknowledges you need that blend.
And internships, are there more opportunities there?
Loads more. Not just NASA and ESA, but SpaceX, Blue Origin, Axiom Space, plus loads of smaller startups and incubators. They're all looking for talent.
So the pipeline is just wider, younger.
Wider, younger, definitely more diverse in terms of background and skills, and crucially, really mission-driven.
That mission aspect feels really important. It's not just finding a job, it's finding the job that means something.
You've hit on something critical there. This new wave, they're often really motivated by the big picture, the why behind it all. Like, how do we avoid making the same mistakes on Mars that we made on Earth? How do we make space access equitable? How can we use satellites to fight climate change?
Okay, those are big questions.
They are. And even things like protecting astronaut mental health on, say, a 3-year Mars mission, that's driven by a real sense of responsibility. It's about doing spaceflight right.
So, if you're a company trying to hire these people, just posting a job description isn't going to cut it.
Probably not for the top talent, no. You need to talk about your purpose. Be transparent. Share a vision that people can actually buy into. They want a mission, not just, a paycheck.
Which brings us to marketing, right? How do space brands reach this workforce?
Yeah, this is key for exo marketing. It means shifting the whole approach. Forget just listing technical requirements. You have to tell a compelling human story.
A story that connects to those values we talked about.
Precisely. Because this talent pool, they're asking tough questions before they even apply. Like, what do you actually stand for as a company? How do you treat your people? What are you building? And why does it genuinely matter? Functional job ads just don't answer that.
So the branding needs to be more emotional, more cinematic even.
Exactly. Think less, we need an orbital analyst, and more. More like, join our diverse team using satellite data to pioneer climate justice solutions for a better Earth. See the difference?
Yeah, that's powerful. It reframes the job entirely around impact.
It does. It connects the role to a larger purpose.
So what are the main strategies marketers should use then to connect with this new generation of space talent?
Well, based on what we're seeing, there may be 4 key things. First, market your purpose. Be crystal clear about your mission and why it matters.
Okay, lead with the why. Makes sense.
Second, turn jobs into journeys. Share stories of your actual team members. Show the growth, the impact they have. Make it relatable.
Right, show the human side.
Third, create access pathways. Things like hackathons, open source projects, online learning hubs, mentorship programs, ways for people to engage and learn even before applying. And fourth, show who you are. Be authentic. Highlight your company culture, your people, their passions, outside of work even. Show the real community they'd be joining.
Purpose, journeys, pathways, authenticity.
Got it. Seems like a much deeper way to recruit.
It has to be to attract people who are looking for that deeper connection.
So looking ahead then, what's the actual market outlook? Are these jobs really materializing?
Oh, the projections are significant. We're talking potentially over 100,000 new space-related jobs globally in the next decade or so.
100,000. Wow. In what areas specifically?
All sorts of emerging fields. Things like in-orbit servicing, fixing satellites in space, space law and policies booming, astropsychology, like we mentioned.
It's becoming incredibly interdisciplinary.
So if you're a space marketer listening to this, what's the main takeaway, the key piece of advice?
I think it's this. You're not just recruiting talent, you're inspiring explorers.
I like that.
The best people aren't just looking for permission to do a job. They're looking for a story to join, a system to improve, a species to serve in a way. They want to be part of something meaningful.
So marketers need to lead with that intention. Tell those human stories. Make the workforce part of the brand itself.
Absolutely. Create content that doesn't just list requirements, but generates real excitement and makes people think, wow, I want to be part of that.
Because the space economy needs more than just rocket fuel.
It needs people. People who believe in the future, who are passionate and skilled. And it needs marketers who know how to find them and bring them on board.
Well, this has been incredibly insightful. Really paints a picture of a space industry that's just buzzing with new energy and opportunities.
And it really is. It's a fascinating time, full of potential for people from so many different walks of life, especially those driven by that sense of purpose we discussed.
Absolutely. If you, listening, found this deep dive into the new space workforce valuable, please do like and subscribe to the channel. We got more exo marketing insights coming your way.
Definitely stay tuned for our next deep dive.
And remember, the future is lifting off, one inspired mind at a time.